Good evening. I think that's straight. Hello, how is everybody? Hope everyone's doing all right. Ready for a new flow, new month. Feel free to, sorry, you can't see me there. Feel free to pop some music on if you like. Whatever you prefer to flow to, whatever you prefer to work out to relax to, just feel free to start the music now. If you've got a particular playlist that you like to listen to while doing yoga, then feel free to pop that on. And we are going to start seated today. So, once you've popped your music on and got yourself a drink or whatever it is you like, if you have a block or a cushion or anything like that you want to pop underneath your legs, underneath your sit bones, just to elevate your hips so that your knees can come out lower than your hips, giving you a bit more space in your abdominal region and in your hip flexors and your groins. Then we'll begin in a couple of minutes. Tonight's flow, we're going to be doing some standing balances, not too dissimilar from the flow that I uploaded the other day, that was a pre-recorded flow. So it'll be along the same lines, maybe some sort of differences here and there, but hopefully you'll all be able to tune in and enjoy it. And what I will say is, don't worry if you wobble. Do not worry if you fall over or you can't stay in a particular balance for very long. And it happens to us all. Nobody's perfect. And embrace it. It's just part of the practice, part of what happens. And the more you practice, the stronger your balances will become. Or, you might just be having an off day. One day you might feel good, one day you might feel that you can't, your balance is a little bit off. But don't worry too much about it. Just do what you can. As always, there will be options through our vinyasas. So when I talk about chaturanga and upward facing dog and then going into downward facing dog, there will always be the lower option to go from a high plank into knees, chest, chin, and then Bhujangasana, which is your low cobra, and then from there into your downward facing dog. So don't feel any pressure to do the higher level. If you feel like you need to drop your knee in any of the positions, feel free to do that, and just take it as you want. It's your practice. Listen to your body. Listen to how you're feeling and just do what you can. All right? So we're just going to begin in a seated posture. So just coming to settle on the mat. Sorry if I'm looking around. I think I've just washed these trousers and I think I might have put a tissue in with them, and there's a bit of white fluff coming off everywhere. Just ignore me. So yeah, we'll start again. Let's come into a seated position. Just allow yourself to become comfortable. Crossing your legs if you want. Nice and relax into your Sukhasana, your easy posture. Now you can bring your hands so your palms are facing down onto your knees, or you can rotate your hands so your palms are facing upwards, and then just bring your index finger and your thumb together to create a mudra, Just inviting a little bit more energy into your practice this evening, if you feel like that's what you need. Closing down your eyes if you haven't already. Drawing your navel in, drawing your belly button in, relaxing your shoulders. Sitting up straight and elongating your spine and allowing the crown of your head to reach up towards the ceiling. Feeling the connection between your feet, maybe your knees, maybe your sit bones. Feeling that connection between those parts of your body and the mat. And then feeling the connection between your hands and your knees. Between your fingers if they're in a mudra. And then feeling the energy from the earth rising all the way up through your body and out through the crown of your head. Take a lovely nourishing breath in through your nose and then just release through your mouth. And again, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Just allow your jaw to soften and your forehead to soften. Allow the stresses and strains of this Wednesday to ease away, to melt away. As you begin inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose. Observe the rhythm of your breath. Observe the depth. Is it shallow or not? Is it labored? Whatever it is that your breath is doing naturally. On your next inhale, I would invite you to draw the breath in through the belly and allow your belly to expand. And then when you exhale through your nose, just draw your navel back towards your spine. Inhale, belly expands, creating space in the body. Exhale, navel draws back to spine. Breathing in through your nose, expanding into your abdomen. And breathing out, releasing your belly all the way back. 2 more times in your own rhythm. And then on your last exhale, just pause for an external retention. And then on your next inhale, try and send the breath through the thoracic cavity. So inhaling through your chest. Rib cage expands, chest expands. Exhaling, releasing the breath from the thoracic region. Inhaling through your chest. And letting it go. If you find your mind is wandering at any point, just acknowledge the interruptions, acknowledge the noises and the sounds and the subtleties, acknowledge your thoughts. Accept that they're there, but then just try and return your gaze inwards to your breath. Creating a focus point between your eyebrows, your mind space, your third eye. Exhaling through the chest, and on the next inhale, I invite you to breathe in through your belly so your abdomen expands, expanding through the rib cage as you send the breath upwards, all the way through into the shoulders. Maybe pause. And then release your breath through your shoulders, your chest cavity, and then your abdomen. Breathing in, drawing that gaze inwards, connecting to your breath as your belly rises, chest and ribcage expands, breath goes into the shoulders. And releasing your breath through your shoulders, your chest and ribcage, and eventually your abdomen as your navel draws back towards your spine. 2 more times of this full yogic breath. Pausing at the top if you feel that's comfortable. And releasing all the way back down. Feeling the parasympathetic nervous system switching on your rest and digest. Creating a general sense of calm throughout your body and your mind. 1 more time. And then on your final exhale, just bring your breath and your rhythm back to its usual count, back to its usual depth. Observe any changes, embrace any changes. Gently draw your chin down towards your chest and flutter open your eyes. And then return your gaze forwards towards the camera. Allow your shoulders to come up and back. Breathing in and breathing out. Coming to stillness on your mat. We're just going to inhale and gaze up. And then exhale and gaze down. Breathing in, sending the gaze high. Just gently on the neck and exhaling, chin to chest. Coming back to center. And we're going to inhale, look to the right. Exhale back to center. Inhale, look to the left. Exhale back to center. And then just gently rotate the head all the way around in one direction and then in the opposite direction. Feeling any strains from maybe you've been sitting at a computer screen all day, just easing out that neck tension, and then just come back to a place of stillness and we'll begin to work into the upper body. So inhaling, raising your hands high. Exhaling, bringing your hands to heart center. Once more, breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, hands come above your head. Exhale, left hand comes in front, right hand comes behind. Then you're going to twist to your right, drawing your gaze over your right shoulder, keeping your spine nice and straight. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, gaze comes back to center, arms lift, palms might touch. As you exhale to the opposite side, so right hand comes forward, left hand comes behind, gaze comes over your left shoulder, breathing in and breathing out. Inhale all the way back to center, hands come above your head. As you exhale, cactus your arms, bring them down to the sides, and just allow your chest to come through your arms, shining forwards. As you inhale, raise your hands high, gaze comes up. Exhale, cactus the arms forward. Sorry, push the chest forward as you cactus your arms. Inhale, rise. Exhale, cactus your arms. Breathing in, hands come above your head. Exhaling, planting your right hand on the floor and inhaling over to your right hand side as you just open out into the right side of your body. Breathing in, coming all the way back up to center. As you exhale, release your left hand onto the floor, right hand comes above, opening out. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale. Exhale all the way down. Roll your shoulders away from your ears once more. Remove any block or cushion that you're sitting on and we'll just roll over into our tabletop position. So, as always, shoulders stacked over wrists and knees stacked underneath your hips with your hands just about shoulder width apart. Feet are flat into the floor and we'll run through some cat-cows, inhaling into your cow, so your tailbone comes up towards the ceiling, your heart shines through your arms. As you exhale into your cat, round your spine, gaze comes towards your knees. Breathing in, into your cow, shoulder blades draw together. As you exhale, round your spine, shoulder blades draw apart, gaze comes towards your knees. Breathe in, and breathe out. One more, inhale and exhale. Inhale, coming all the way back to center with a flat back. We're just going to inhale and reach the left leg back, pressing the toes into the back of the mat and just feeling that nice lengthening through the right leg. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, bring your right knee towards your nose, rounding your back. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen your right leg all the way back, planting your foot on the floor. Breathe in. Exhale, draw your knee towards your nose. Breathe in, lengthen that leg all the way back. And then exhale, release it on the floor. Repeat on the left. Inhale, left leg comes towards the back of the mat. Toes plant onto the floor and just feel the opening along that left leg. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, round your spine and bring your left knee towards your nose. Inhale, push back, planting your toes on the floor and allowing your leg to lengthen out behind you. As you exhale, bringing your knee towards your nose, pushing the ground away. Inhale, lengthening all the way back once more. And exhale, bringing your knee back to your tabletop position. Just allow your hands to creep out gently in front of your shoulders slightly. We're going to come up and prepare to come up into our downward facing dog. So tucking your toes, inhale, hover your knees off the floor, coming into a flat back. As you can see, my shoulders have gone slightly over my wrist there. Exhale, coming back down. You can see the slant in my arm. Breathing in, lifting your knees. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift and hover your knees. This time as you exhale, lift and lengthen your tailbone all the way to the ceiling, drawing your chest close to your thighs, externally rotating those upper arms, but keep a bend in those knees in order to lengthen through the spine so that the tailbone can come up towards the ceiling. Breathe in and breathe out. Pedal those heels up and down if that feels nice on the hamstrings and the legs, if this is your first down facing dog of the day, or if it's the first bit of exercise you've done. Grounding through the base of your palms, the heel of your hands, coming to a place of stillness. We're going to inhale and lift the right leg high. Keep the hips square and flex the right foot. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale. Exhale, bring your right knee towards your nose. Inhale, lift and lengthen all the way back to the ceiling. And exhale, drop your right foot to the floor. Repeat on the left. Inhale, left leg lengthens all the way up to the ceiling. Keeping your hips square and your shoulders square. As you exhale, draw your left knee towards your nose. Breathe in, lift and extend your left leg high. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take an inhale. As you exhale, slowly walk your hands back towards your feet and land in your Uttanasana, your forward fold. Okay, so your knees can be bent here, nice and soft, allowing your chest to come down towards your thighs. Breathing into your halfway lift, flat back, crown of your head reaches forward. Breathing out, hands come to the floor, surrender down, allow your head to hang. Maybe grasp opposite arm, opposite elbow, opposite hand. Ragdoll yourself out. And then come into a place of stillness. I want you to grab onto the big toes with your peace fingers, so your index finger and your ring finger. Allow your fingers to come underneath your toes. And then just straighten out your legs and see if you can come up into a halfway lift by lengthening your elbows. Crown of your head reaches forwards. Feeling that nice opening in your hamstrings, lengthening your tailbone back towards the back of the room. Breathe in. Elbows can come out to the side. As you breathe out, bring your chest over your thighs, send your tailbone high. Uttanasana. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, Uttanasana. Release your fingers. Take a deep breath in as you rise all the way up to standing with straight arms, straight spine, arms come above your head. Exhale, hands to heart center. Okay, come and have a walk to the front of your mat. Draw your big toes to touch. Place a slither of air in between your heels. Allow all four corners of your feet to ground down into the mat as you engage through your legs, engaging through your core. Standing up tall, crown of the head reaches high. One long line of energy all the way up through your body. Shoulders are away from your ears, palms facing forwards. Breathing in and breathing out. Maybe close your eyes here. Maybe if you want to set an intention for your class, then you can do so. Maybe an affirmation of, I will try, I am strong, I am balanced, I am able. Whatever you feel you need, whatever Sankalpa will guide you through class this evening. Gently open your eyes if they're not already. Take a deep breath in and let it go. On your next inhale, raise your hands high above your head. Palms might touch, gaze might fall. Breathe out, hinge at your hips. Coming down into Uttanasana, generous bending your knees, head hangs heavy. And breathe in, halfway lift, flat back. As you breathe out, plant your hands and step back into your high plank. Flat back, heels pointing towards the back of the room. Take an inhale. As you exhale, lower your knees and tuck your toes and bring your chest down onto the floor, elbows into your rib cage. As you inhale into your Bhujangasana, low cobra, pressing down through the feet, engaging through the glutes. Exhale, bend your knees, tuck your toes, send your tailbone high, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Now you can drop to your knees at this point if you're not so comfortable with sending your legs through from downward facing dog. So inhale, lifting your right leg high, and as you exhale, bring your right foot forwards and plant it between your hands. Take an inhale to rise into a high lunge from here. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale. As you exhale, plant your hands on the floor. Come down onto your knee if you feel like you need to. Place your left hand next to your right, and we're going to your left hand next to your right foot, and we're going to twist to the right. Right arm comes high, Your right knee stays tucked into the midline, in towards the chest, breathing in and breathing out. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands on the floor, framing your right foot, step back into your high plank, and exhale into your downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths. On your next inhale, lift your left leg high, flex your left foot. On your exhale, draw your left knee and your left foot through so it's framed by your hands. Take an inhale and rise into your high lunge. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands on the floor. Right hand comes next to the left foot. As you inhale to rotate and twist to the left, left arm comes high. Gaze comes up towards the left fingers. Drop the back knee if you need to. Left knee stays in towards the midline, breathing in. And breathing out. Inhale. Exhale, lower your hand, frame your foot. Step back into your high plank. Take an in breath. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Breathe in, lift your heels. And on the base of your exhale, step forwards into your Uttanasana at the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold Uttanasana. Inhaling, straight legs, straight spine, all the way up to standing, hands come above your head. Exhale, hands to heart center. Breathe in, hands come above your head. As you exhale, hinge at your hips, coming down into your forward fold. Keep bending your knees, head hangs heavy. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. As you exhale, plant your hands, and this time step back with your right foot. Now I am going to change direction here, I think, because, oh no, I'm not, I'm going to stay here. All right, so stay here wherever you are. Inhale, rise into your high lunge. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen through the sides of your body as you exhale, placing your hands on the floor, stepping back into your high plank. Take an in breath. Exhale through knees, chest, chin, or Chaturanga Dandasana. Breathing in through your back bend of choice, upward facing dog or low cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths. This time as you inhale, lift your right leg high, keeping your hips square. And as you exhale, draw your right foot forward, planting it in between your hands. You're going to pivot on your right foot, allowing your right foot to come to 90 degrees. And inhale over into your Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. So just check your alignment setup here. Check the heel is in line with the arch of the left foot. Gaze is coming down your right middle finger. That's your drishti, your focus point. Allow yourself to embrace any of those wobbles in this posture. Sitting your thighs together, but grounding down through your feet so you're nice and strong through that base. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale, lift and lengthen, raising your arms high. Exhale, coming down into Warrior 2. Inhaling, reaching forwards. And as you exhale, come into your extended side angle, sending your left arm high. Right arm comes onto your right thigh. Gaze comes up to your left fingers. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands come to your hips. You're going to straighten out your front knee. And then just pivot onto your left foot. And inhale into a high lunge on your right hand side. Take an inhale. We're going to move through to Warrior 3. So as you breathe in, prepare yourself, and as you breathe out, just shift your weight forward, coming into your first standing balance of the flow, sending your arms backwards into aeroplane arms, or they can come forwards, keeping that gaze in front of your mat, allowing your body and your legs to become straight, flexing through your left foot, breathing in and breathing out. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, coming all the way back up to your high lunge. So bring your left foot back down as gracefully as you can. Inhale. Exhale, lower your hands, framing your right foot, and then step your left foot up to meet your right. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out. Inhale, straight spine, all the way up to standing, hands coming above your head. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, we'll repeat that on the opposite side. Coming into standing. In your Tadasana, your mountain posture, grounding through your feet. Gaze comes forwards. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Raise those hands high, gaze might follow. Exhale, hinge, fold your hips. Allow your chest to come to your thighs. Coming into your Uttanasana. Breathing in, halfway lift. Breathing out, fold. Plan your hand this time, step your left leg back. And inhale into your high lunge. On this side, take an in breath. Exhale. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale, lengthen through the sides of your body as you exhale. Plant your hands on the floor and step back into your high plank. Take an in-breath here. And as you exhale, lower down through knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Breathing in through upward facing dog or low cobra. Exhaling into your downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths. On your next inhale, lift your left leg high, keeping your hips square. As you exhale, bring that left foot forward. Pivot on your right foot and inhale all the way over into your warrior 2 on this side, Virabhadrasana 2. Nice bend in the front knee, strong through the right foot. Gaze, drishti, focus point is coming over your left middle finger. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, raise your hands high, straight out your front leg. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, reach forwards with your left arm. As you exhale, place your left arm on your thigh. Allow your right hand to come overhead into your extended side angle. Breathing in and breathing out. One more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come all the way back up to standing. Bring your hands to your hips on the exhale. And we're going to pivot on our right foot. Inhaling, coming all the way into a high lunge. Setting up for our warrior 3 on this side. So maybe shorten your stance if you need to. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale. We're shifting the weight forward onto our left leg. Straightening out the left leg, flexing in the right foot and coming through to warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3 on the left leg. Remember, gaze comes further forward than the top of the mat. Ooh, don't worry if you wobble. Back is nice and flat, spine is nice and long. Strong through your standing leg. Hands can either be in airplane arms or they can be forward into the Superman, or they can come to heart center. Keep breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. And then inhale, gentle bend in the front knee, step back into your high lunge. Exhale, plant your hands on the floor and step up with your right foot to meet your left, landing in your Uttanasana. Breathing in, flat back, halfway lift. Breathing out, fold over your thighs. Inhale all the way up to standing straight, spine straight, legs, hands coming over the top. Exhale. Hands to heart center. Lovely. Take a drink if you need to. All right. Let's move into our Utkatasana, chair posture. So either bringing the inner sides of your feet together, or if you find you have more stability with your feet about hip distance apart, then please feel free to come into, or just to stand, have your base like that for your Utkatasana. All right. Take an inhale and sink your hips back. Allow your arms to come above, either in line with your ears, if that's nice on your shoulders, or just out in front, depending on how your shoulders are feeling today. Sinking the tailbone down, drawing the belly button in and up. Take an in breath and exhale. Breathing in and breathing out. One more, inhale. Exhale, hinge and fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into your high plank, take an in breath. Again, as you exhale through your vinyasa of choice, knee, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Breathing into your upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale into your downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Your next inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, allow your right foot to come to the front of your mat in between your hands. Drop your left foot at a 45-degree angle, and then inhale into your warrior one, your Virabhadrasana one. So your hips want to be square. If that doesn't feel possible with your left foot at a 45-degree angle, just heel toe that right foot out to the side to give your hips a little bit more space to turn to the front of the mat. Then nice bend in that right knee. Arms come up straight, nice straight spine. Breathing in and breathing out. One more, inhale and exhale. As you inhale, lengthen through the sides of your body. Exhale, bring your hands to the inside of your right foot. Pivot on your left foot and just stay here in your lizard setup. If you feel like you want to bring your left knee to the floor, please feel free here. But with your hands just on the inside of your left foot, just begin to nice, gentle circles into that right hip. Again, you can stay lifted if you like. And then we're just going to come to a place of stillness. Planting your right hand down on the floor. We're going to inhale to lift and lengthen to the left hand side. So left hand comes high. Breathing in and breathing out. Exhale, plant your hands on the floor. Heel toe your right foot back in, so your hands are framing your right foot. Step back into a high plank. Take an in breath here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths. Next time as you inhale, lift your left leg high. And on the exhale, bring your left foot forward, plant it in between your hands, and drop your right foot to a 45-degree angle and inhale into your warrior one on this side. Now again, you can heel toe that left foot out to the side, just to allow some more space for your hips to come forward. Grounding down through your right little toe. Nice bend in that front knee. Inhaling to your warrior one. Virabhadrasana one. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale once more. Exhale, plant your hands on the floor on the inside of your left foot. Rotate on your right foot and set up for your lizard posture here. If you want to drop your back foot again, please feel free. And just do some nice gentle rotations in that left hip. And then come into a place of stillness, planting your left hand next to your left foot. We're going to inhale to rise and twist to the right. Right hand comes high. Breathing in Breathing out, allowing that nice long line of energy to run all the way from your hand, all the way up through your fingertips. Exhaling, planting your right hand back on the floor. Heel toeing your left foot back to the center of the mat. Stepping back into your high plank. Take an in breath here. And exhale into your downward facing dog. Send those hips nice and high. Draw in through your bottom ribs. Gaze comes towards your feet. Remember, you can bend in your knees to send your tailbone higher if that feels more comfortable on your legs. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhaling, lifting your heels. And on your exhale, just step to the top of your mat, landing in your Uttanasana, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out to fold. Inhale, straight spine, all the way up to standing, hands above your head. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right. Let's go through another flow. Breathe in, hands above your head. Utthita Hasta into Tadasana. Exhale, hinge, fold at your hips, coming all the way down into your Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Planting your hands, step back with your left leg. Bring your left foot into a warrior two position as you come round into your warrior two. So your right knee is bent. Gaze comes over your right middle finger. I'm going to inhale, straighten out that front leg. So now we're setting up for Trikonasana. Just checking your alignment here, checking your left arch. The arch of your left foot is in line with the heel of your right foot. Gaze is coming forwards towards your right middle finger. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, allow your right arm to come down, your left arm to come high. Trikonasana, keeping both of those legs nice and straight. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale, exhale. Take a gentle bend in your right knee. We're going to move over into Ardha Chandrasana, or half moon posture. So you can bring your gaze back towards your feet if you want. Taking an inhale to prepare, we're going to exhale and shift the weight into the right foot, bringing the right hand down to the floor and lifting and lengthening through that left leg, keeping your hips stacked on top of one another. So rotating your body to the left side of the mat, left hand comes above. Gaze might follow up to your left fingers, flexing in your left foot. Breathe in and breathe out. Embrace those wobbles. Inhale. Exhale. Bending the knee and coming all the way back up into warrior two. Gaze comes down that right middle finger, taking in breath. As you exhale, windmill your hands down. Frame your right foot, planting your hands, step back into your high plank. Take an in breath. Exhale through knee, chest, chin or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths here. Inhale, lifting your heels. As you exhale on the base of your exhale, step forwards to the front of your mat, landing in that forward fold. Breathe into your halfway lift. Breathe out to fold. Inhale all the way up to standing, hands above your head. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, let's set up for our Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana on our right leg. So, nice strong standing balance here. Grounding down into your left foot. Bring your hands to your hips. You're just going to make sure you've got a nice and stable base in that left leg. Inhaling and lifting your right knee, coming up there. Now you can keep your leg here. If that's as far as you feel like you want to go this evening, maybe placing your hand on your knee. That's perfectly fine. And just embracing that balance on your left leg, strong through that left leg. Take an inhale. Exhale. If you do want to go a little bit deeper, just allow your peace fingers to come around your big toe, your right big toe, taking an in breath, standing up straight, drawing that right shoulder back. Try and avoid the rounding in your spine like this. If you're struggling and you're in this position, maybe stay with the just with the knee bent for now. So fingers come around the big toe if you're going all the way there. Nice and strong and stable in the left leg. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, just extend your right foot forwards. So you want to be nice and strong through that left leg, engaging through your standing core, so all of the energy comes up through that left leg, all the way up through the crown of your head, out through the sole of your right foot. As you allow that right foot to come long, breathing in, breathing out. Inhale. And as you exhale, gently bring the leg back in and allow your right foot to come to the floor. Take an inhale, raise your hands high. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Let's repeat that on the opposite side. Coming into your Tadasana, mountain posture. Palms facing forwards, big toes to touch. Slither of air in between your heels. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, raising your hands all the way up to the ceiling. Exhaling, forward fold. Head hangs heavy. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot to the back of your mat and allow your right foot to come into a warrior two position as you inhale into Virabhadrasana 2. Breathing here. Inhaling, straightening that front leg, setting up for your Trikonasana. Remember, you can heel toe that back foot in slightly if you like. Hands can come to your hips, raising your arms to shoulder height. Inhaling, reach forward, sending your right hip to the back of the room. As you exhale, allow your left arm to come down, right arm comes high. Peeling that right shoulder away from your ears, opening up the front of the body, gaze coming up to your right fingers, breathing in and breathing out. We're gonna shift into half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. So just gently bending into this left knee. Maybe bring your gaze forward to the front of your mat. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, shift the weight forwards, coming onto your left leg. Flexing your right foot, left hand comes towards the mat. The right arm stays lifted. Gaze can come up to those right fingers if that feels comfortable. If not, just embrace the wobble. Gaze can just stay forwards. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhaling. And as you exhale, bend in that left knee and gently step back into your warrior two, your Virabhadrasana 2. Well done if you manage that. Breathe here. Exhale. Inhale, windmill your arms all the way back down, coming into a runner's lunge. Step back with your left leg into your high lunge. Take an inhale. Exhale through knee stretch, chin or Chaturanga Dandasana. Breathing in through your back bend of choice. Breathing out to your downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths. Breathe in, lift your heels. And on the base of your exhale, just step forwards into your forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. And exhale, fold. Breathe in, straight spine, straight arms, straight legs, all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, let's do extended hand to big toe posture on the opposite side. Grounding down through your right foot, your right leg, allowing yourself a nice, stable base. Feeling the energy rising up through the floor, all the way up that right leg. Now you might have a preferred leg or to stand on, we all do. Each side of the body can be different often unbalanced, so don't worry if it feels different on one side to what it did on the other. So bringing your right hands to your right hip, and then just allowing your left knee to come high. Maybe you want to just stay here, that's completely fine. Or you want to experiment with opening up, lengthening that front leg, if that feels all right. Making sure that right leg is nice and straight, nice and lifted through the torso. Left shoulder is peeled back. And if you feel like you want to come down and grasp onto the left big toe with your left piece fingers, again, draw that left shoulder back. Take an inhale. And exhale, extend out that left leg all the way to the front of the room. Draw that left hip back, draw your right hip forwards, and draw your left shoulder back. Keeping nice and strong through that balancing leg, breathing in and breathing out. Inhale and exhale. Allow that leg to come all the way back down. Take an inhale to raise your hands high. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. All right, take a drink. We'll do our final balancing posture of the evening. Before we come down onto the floor. All right, so tree posture, Vrikshasana. I'm going to try and mirror you here. Not very good at mirroring, but I'll give it a go for tree posture. So grounding down through your left leg. All right, we're going to, again, create that nice stable base. Allowing your right hip to rotate out to the side, bringing your right leg out to the side, and your right heel on the inside of your left ankle. This might be enough. If you're feeling a little bit off balance this evening, you can just stay here. This is tree posture. This is Vrikshasana. If you want to go a little bit further, you can bring your right foot on the inside of your left leg. And just stay here. If you feel like you've got a little bit more to offer this evening, bring your right foot on the inside of your left thigh, trying to avoid that delicate knee joint. And if you still feel like you've got a little bit more, bring your hands to heart center. Really feel the energy in tree posture. It's such a lovely grounding posture. If you want to test your balance as well, maybe close your eyes. See if you can avoid the wobbles with your eyes closed. If not, don't worry. If you wobble, don't worry either. Breathing in, maybe you can send your hands high, extend your branches out to the side, and breathing out, bringing them all the way back down. Whatever movement you want to make in this posture, take another breath. And then just gently release that right leg. Bring it back down to the floor and just give your legs a little bit of a shake. And we'll repeat on the other side. So grounding into that right leg. Nice, strong and stable in the right leg. Engaging through the quads, engaging through your glutes. Bringing your left hip to a rotation to the outside. And your left knee can go to the other side as well. Your left foot might just come on the inside of your right ankle. Feel free to leave it here if you want. This is still tree posture. You can come here. Or you can move that left leg up to the calf, the inner lower leg. Or again, if you feel like you want to come a little bit further, just bring that left foot on the inside of your right thigh. Trying to avoid that delicate knee joint. Hips are square, nice and facing forward. Hands can come to heart center. Remember, this posture isn't necessarily about embrace the wobbles. Isn't necessarily about how high you can get your foot. It doesn't matter if it's right up here or if it's on the floor. It's about how open your hips are and how strong you feel in this rooted, grounded posture. If you're feeling a little bit out of sorts, a little bit unsettled, tree pose is a really good one to practice, just to sort of bring some more grounding, some more earthy feels to your body and your mind. Again, maybe experimenting with lifting your branches, opening them out, and then bringing them back to heart center, seeing if you can close your eyes on this side, if one side's better than the other, embracing those wobbles. Remember, it's all right to fall out. And then just gently bringing that left knee all the way back down, giving the legs a little bit of a shake, breathing in, raising your hands high above your head, and exhaling, bringing your hands to heart center. All right, let's move down to the floor. Come back up to the top of your mat. We're going to face forwards into Tadasana. Roll your shoulders back and down. Inhale, raise your hands above your head. As you exhale, fold at your hips, coming into your Uttanasana. Breathe into your halfway lift. Breathe out, plant your hands on the floor, step back into your high plank. Take an inhale here, and then we're going to lower down through Chaturanga. So imagine your Chaturanga is just like a press up for your triceps. So you're keeping your triceps and your elbows in at your body, keeping your bottom slightly lifted so as you're not dipping into your hips. Like that. So take an in breath. And then exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release your body all the way down to the ground. And just allow yourself to rest for a moment here. Maybe bring your arms out long to the sides of your body. Bring your chin or your forehead down. We're going to do one last posture, one gentle back bend before we roll over onto our backs. So we're going to move into Locust Salabhasana. We're not going to come into full Dhanurasana this evening. We're just going to do a gentle little back bend. So placing your palms on the floor with your fingers facing down towards your feet. Gaze comes beyond your mat. Nice and long through the back of your neck. Shoulders are nice and relaxed. You're going to take an inhale and lift your chest. Maybe your arms come away from the mat. Your gaze is forwards. Slightly down towards the top of your mat. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale. Exhale, release. This time, if you want to lift your legs as well as your chest, take an inhale, lift and shine your heart forwards, and exhale, lift those feet, keeping the knees and the ankles together, shoulders are away from your ears, gaze is just beyond the top of your mat, breathing in, balancing on those abdominals, breathing out. Maybe you can raise those legs a little bit higher as you bring the chest a little bit further forward. Inhale, exhale, breathe in, and breathe out. Gently release. Bringing your hands underneath your forehead. Just allow your forehead to rest on the top of your hands. And just shift your hips from side to side, easing out in your lower back. And then gently rolling over, setting up for your Shavasana. Coming onto your back and just lying here for one breath. And then inhale, bring your right knee in towards your chest. Give your right knee a really big hug. Allowing your right arm to come out to the side as you place your left hand over your right knee. Take an inhale. Exhale. Breathing in, allowing that right leg to rotate all the way over to the left. And your gaze can come down your right arm. Keeping your right shoulder nice and firm on your mat. Breathing in. And breathing out. Inhale, come all the way back to center. Release your right leg. And let's repeat on the left hand side. Inhale, left leg comes all the way into the chest. Give it a nice squeeze. Right hand comes over the left knee. Left arm can come out to the side. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale, allow your left knee to come all the way over to the right. Your gaze can come down your left arm. Making sure you're keeping that left shoulder nice and firm, grounded onto your mat. Breathing in, coming all the way back to center, releasing your left leg. And then as you inhale, allow both of your knees to come in together. Give yourself a big hug. Maybe rock from side to side if that feels nice on your spine. If you feel like you want to come into happy baby, then maybe draw the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling, grasping onto your feet from the insides or the outsides. And rocking gently from side to side if that feels comfortable. Trying to keep your whole spine and your whole lower back on the mat as well as your shoulders. Breathing in and breathing out. And then just allowing your legs to go long. Letting them gently hang out towards the bottom of your mat. Feeling the connection between your heels, the back of your calves, your hamstrings, your glutes, your lower back. Feeling your spine lengthening as your shoulders draw down and away from your ears, and your palms face upwards with your arms down by your side. Drawing your chin ever so slightly in towards your chest, just to elongate through the back of your neck, and closing down your eyes. Allow your jaw to soften, and allow that brow to soften, and draw your gaze back to that space in between your eyebrows. Draw your focus back here. Take a really nice, nourishing deep breath in through your nose and release it through your mouth. One more. Shavasana. Gently bringing your awareness back to your breath, back to your body, back to the space on your mat, and back to the space between your eyes, back to your mind space, to your intention. Back to the room that you're in and back to the sound of my voice. Making some gentle movements in your fingers, your toes, your wrists and your ankles. And if your body feels like it needs a full body stretch, then please feel free to go here, stretching the arms overhead and pointing the fingers and pointing the toes. And then, whenever you're ready, just drawing your knees nicely in towards your chest and hugging your arms around your shins. Allowing a little rock from side to side as you gently make your way over into the fetus position on your right hand side. Take a moment here to feel the essence of your Shavasana as you rid your body of all the elements that it no longer needs this evening. You've built up that heat, the fire and the tapas, the discipline within your body and within your practice, and you've allowed anything that no longer serves you to be let go. As you gently make your way up into a easy seated posture on your mat, again cross-legged if that's comfortable, keeping your gaze soft and maybe your eyes still closed, and drawing your chin towards your chest and placing your hands on top of your knees. Take a deep breath in through your nose and release through your mouth. We'll do it one more time to seal the practice. Inhale. Exhale. Drawing your palms together at heart center in Anjali Mudra. Dipping your chin toward your chest. Thank you for practicing with me this evening. Give yourself some love, some gratitude. Thank your body for all it's achieved. Thank your mind for the focus. Thank your breath for guiding you through your postures and your practice. I hope you all have a wonderful evening and a wonderful rest of the week. The light in me honors and salutes the light in you. Namaste. All right, thanks everybody. Again, thanks for joining, and I hope you enjoyed the practice. As always, any feedback, please let me know, and anything you were unsure of or you'd like a little bit more explanation of, anything that you loved and you want to see more of, anything that you hated and you never want to do ever again, just let me know, and I will try and build something into the next flow. I'm just going to experiment as well with a little change in the way that I lead the classes over the next few weeks as we begin to hopefully ease out of lockdown. I appreciate that the free classes are accessible to everybody, and it's easy for people to watch on YouTube and to keep coming back to the classes. However, I do need to generate a little bit of income from my teachings, and this is why on Sunday I am going to experiment and do my first Zoom class. Now, there's space for enough students to come on to my class should they want to. It'll be at 7 o'clock. I'll hopefully be opening the Zoom meeting at 6:45. So the invitations and the links to the class will go out round about 6:45, so feel free to log on then. But the class will start at 7 o'clock, providing there's no technical hitches. And it will be a £5 fee for the class. So if you are interested and you want to take part in that Zoom class, that will just enable me to see you or talk to you, and you can see me on the screen as well, like here. But you might feel more of a sense of community because we're all in this one sort of program together. You can feel free to leave your cameras on. You don't need to leave your cameras on. It's entirely up to you, but it would be nice to hear a few of you as well if your audio is on. If you are interested, like I say, please send me a message via either my email address, which is amyfarnworthyoga@outlook.com, or via Instagram or my Facebook channels, and I will send you payment details. And once I have received that payment, then I can send you the link for the Zoom meeting on Sunday. And depending on how it goes, will sort of depend on what happens going forwards. But I hope you understand why I have to do that. And I'm hoping it won't be for too long, because I'm hoping that we might be able to get back in the studio sometime soon. Yeah, in the next couple of months anyway. But I am going to leave these classes up for you to practice and come back to anytime you want. I don't want to take away that free option. So yeah, just let me know, and if you are interested, I'll be promoting it again on Saturday and on Sunday morning. So yeah, get in touch, and yeah, have a nice rest of the week. Thank you so much, and thank you for supporting me through all of this and tuning into my YouTube classes as well. It makes me feel really good. And it's good to know that I'm hopefully helping some of you with your practice as well. All right. Thanks very much. See you soon. Bye.